Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Denise Richards is ready to clear out the bad vibes lingering between her and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Erika Jayne. In Season 1, Episode 3 of Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, Denise and Erika sat down for lunch in the hopes of burying the hatchet after years of tension. But Denise was struggling to find a way to move forward because she didn't know why there was tension to begin with. Erika and we were starting to become friends, and then from there it went super sideways for some reason, she recalled in her confessional. Denise then admitted to Erika, "I didn't know what I did." But Erika said she felt the same way a few years back during Season 10 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when the cast joined Denise and her family for a backyard barbecue, where the conversation at the adults' table turned raunchy. Though Denise's daughters Lola and Sami were seated separately from the adults, who were discussing other sexual topics, Denise didn't think it was an appropriate setting for that conversation. And while all of the cast were involved in the discussion, Erika felt like Denise singled her out after the fact. "I felt very judged because we were all talking about sex, but I was the one that got taken to coffee. I was the one that got called out," Erika said. "You can see I'm totally embarrassed at the time. I'm like, oh my God." Denise clarified she was never upset about the topic matter, just that her kids were able to hear it. "I was not mad," Denise said, adding that she was sorry for making her believe that she was angry. Now Erika understands that it was a misunderstanding and apologized for her role in their friendship falling apart. "I'm really sorry about how I acted too, because it wasn't fair," she said. Having cleared the air, Erika and Denise agreed to let past disagreements stay in the past. "I would much rather be here now, with you," Erika told Denise. Prior to hashing out their problems, Denise sent Erika a kind text around Christmas time. "I've always taken that to heart and I still have it, and I will never forget that. I want you to know that. And you also sent me a text when things were bad, and I appreciate that as well," Erika shared as she held Denise's hand. A watery-eyed Denise then became emotional, explaining that she's been through a lot of kid-ups, so she understands what Erika has experienced. Denise recently revealed to The Daily Dish that since filming, she and Erika remain on good terms. Erika Jayne and Denise Richards had never seen eye to eye. Their history was checkered with explosive confrontations, misunderstandings, and deep-seated resentment. But on this crisp autumn afternoon, they found themselves seated across from each other in a quiet, sunlit corner of a Beverly Hills cafe, finally ready to lay it all bare. Erika, draped in a sleek black blazer and oversized sunglasses, stirred her espresso with slow, deliberate motions. Denise, ever the embodiment of casual elegance, tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear, her eyes flickering with a mix of hesitation and defiance. "I never thought we'd be here," Denise admitted, breaking the silence. Erika let out a short, breathy laugh. "Yeah, well, stranger things have happened." A pause hung between them, thick with unspoken words. It was Denise who pushed forward first. "I felt judged," she said plainly, her voice steady but carrying the weight of past wounds. "Back then, when everything blew up, I felt like no one really cared to hear my side. It was like I was on trial." Erika leaned back, crossing her arms. "You weren't on trial, Denise, but you also have to understand, you shut down, you walked away from us." Denise bristled. "Can you blame me? Every time I tried to speak, it felt like I was being dismissed, like my feelings didn't matter." Erika pursed her lips, her expression unreadable behind the dark lenses of her sunglasses. "That wasn't the intention," she said after a beat. "I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I was hurt too. You left without so much as a real goodbye. It felt like you didn't trust any of us." Denise sighed, rubbing her temples. It wasn't about trust. It was about survival. The attacks were too much. The rumors, the whispers, the way I was painted. I couldn't deal with it anymore. Erika removed her sunglasses, setting them on the table with a quiet clink. Her blue eyes met Denise's, unwavering. "And what about me? Do you think I had it easy?" Denise blinked, thrown off guard by Erika's sudden vulnerability. "No," she admitted. "I know you didn't." "Then you should understand," Erika continued, her voice softer now. "When my world crumbled, I had no choice but to stand my ground. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone thought they knew the full story. But they didn't." Denise nodded, absorbing Erika's words. "Maybe we both got caught up in the mess. Maybe we both felt like we had to defend ourselves so much that we forgot to listen to each other." Erika smirked, a glimmer of the old fire in her eyes. Now that I can agree with. For the first time since sitting down, a real smile touched Denise's lips. So, where do we go from here? Erika shrugged, but there was an ease to her posture now. We start by not pretending like the past didn't happen. And maybe, just maybe, we try to move forward. Denise extended her hand across the table. Erika eyed it for a moment before clasping it in her own. A silent truce. Maybe they'd never be best friends. Maybe the scars of the past would never fully fade. But at least in this moment, they had taken the first step towards something new. And sometimes, that was enough. Erika Jane and Denise Richards sat across from each other in an opulent Beverly Hills lounge, the tension in the air thick enough to cut with a knife. It was a conversation that had been brewing for years, one that neither had been sure would ever happen. Their friendship had once held promise, but misunderstandings, harsh words, and a tangle of emotions had led them down a very different path. Now, face to face, there was only one thing left to do: talk it out. Denise took a slow sip of her drink, her eyes searching Erika's face. She wasn't sure what she was looking for: remorse, understanding, or maybe just a sign that Erika, behind all the glitz and bravado, was still the woman she had once considered a friend. "I never thought we'd be sitting here," Denise finally admitted, her voice measured but laced with vulnerability. Erika let out a dry laugh, setting her drink down. "Me either. But here we are." She tilted her head, her signature icy confidence wavering just a bit. "And honestly, Denise, I think it's time we finally clear the air." Denise nodded, exhaling. "Yeah, because Erika, I felt judged." The words hung between them, heavy and unrelenting. Erika's perfectly arched brows lifted slightly, but she didn't rush to respond. Instead, she let Denise's words settle, considering them carefully before speaking. "Judged how?" Erika finally asked, her voice softer than expected. Denise hesitated. "Back then, when everything happened, when the rumors about Brandy came out, when I was trying to explain my side, I felt like I was on trial. And you didn't have my back." Erika inhaled sharply, then let out a slow breath. "Denise, it wasn't about not having your back. It was about trying to figure out what the hell was going on. It was messy, and you have to admit, you weren't exactly forthcoming." Denise shook her head. "Because I was blindsided. I didn't expect my personal life to be ripped apart like that. And when I was trying to defend myself, I felt like you, like all of you, had already made up your minds." A flicker of guilt crossed Erika's face. She wouldn't admit it outright, but she could see where Denise was coming from. The dinner tables, the accusations, the relentless questioning. It had all been a spectacle, and in retrospect, she wasn't sure she'd have wanted to be on the receiving end of it either. "I won't lie," Erika said, leaning forward. "I had questions. I didn't know what to believe. But Denise, I never wanted to make you feel like you were being ganged up on." Denise scoffed lightly. "That's exactly what it felt like." Silence stretched between them. The weight of the past loomed large, but there was something else, something fragile and unspoken, a possibility of understanding. Erika tapped her perfectly manicured nails against the table. "Look, I get it. You were hurt, and maybe I should have handled things differently. But I was dealing with my own stuff too." Denise's eyes softened just a fraction. She knew about Erika's struggles, the legal battles, the personal losses, the very public dissection of her life. "I know you were, and I don't want to dismiss that, but that doesn't erase how I felt."